Now let's carry on, I suppose. Oh yeah, we can hop through here. Okay. Anything? No. Need the medkit? We do not, so we just get the credits. Do we need the ammo? We do not. Got a submachine gun upgrade. Scan it. That's pretty sweet. Anything else here? Don't think so. Okay. In that case, I think we saw something else popping up though on our. Of our screen. Oh well, there's an enemy here somewhere. There we go. Okay, we got some Loki mechs. All right, so these guys have armor, so that means that once again, Warp and Reeve are good solutions. But Jack is not the best fit.
Watch the landing.
Okay, Miranda is not ready to warp yet. And that Loki mech, I'm pretty sure, is just outright dead. Okay, if we pull you and warp you, we get another proc of Tactician. Wait a second, they will pursue us pretty aggressively, these mechs, usually. Okay, see, we have area reave, so we can hit multiple simultaneously, so that's great. You were supposed to fly, and you didn't fly. And this disappointed me greatly. There we go. Oh, you're not dead. That's not cool. It's also not cool. You don't care about getting pulled? Okay, let's see. So that appears to be the last of those enemies then. Yeah, one other thing worth noting here is I think there are several things that are lootable, yeah, that are kind of hard to find. Like this locker. I mean, it's maybe not the hardest thing in the world to find, but I think on some occasions we might even find some things that are kind of hidden in these crates. That's part of the reason why I'm trying to be a little bit mindful of that and not just speed past areas even when it looks like we might have picked everything up, because it might appear that way, but there may actually be some things that are still acquirable. Out of curiosity, these things we were hearing about before, do they explode? They are explosive containers. They may only, or maybe that's just this that we're seeing. That's probably just that we're seeing. But Miranda was talking about all the moving stuffs. Okay, so let's see. Let's carry on now. Fortunately, after spending a bunch of ammo, there is another ammo container right there. Just testing things out, you know. So we got the locker over here. Let's carry on. Let's again be mindful of, just in case there are any additional amigos, because yes, I think there are. Looks like they are over here. We don't really have a great spot to get them from. See, you are an engineer, okay? You're a trooper. Let's overload the engineer. You're probably the highest, the highest priority. Okay, and if we can just basically, the engineer I think is now hiding. We pull you, and at least temporarily incapacitate you. Oh, did they make it drone? I don't see it right now. Sound effects of them doing that is kind of hilarious. Okay. Still get you while you're flying there. Okay, the drone is coming around, for what it's worth. That means it's ideally a Miranda target with Overload, because Overload does one-shot them. But, okay. Now, we've got you. You're just, like, hanging out right here, so we can quite easily take care of you. I mean, it's not even worth using ability on you, I don't think. Okay, let's see. You still have shields. I'd like to, overload you, lift you, and I was gonna say warp you, but perhaps not. There is also an explosive container here, which is relatively close to our enemies. We can overload it. and make it explode for extra damage. I think it messed with that enemy back there. Not sure if it was close enough to hit that engineer. I do think this is a decent place to be set up.
Taking cover on it.
We have much better line of sight against our opponents here. Poke in the head. And get absolutely eviscerated. Okay, yeah. Get rid of your shields. Lift you. And she may just fall off the map. Does seem as though Jack has been pretty successful at doing that on a few occasions now. Oh, that's a heavy. Okay, let's definitely overload you. And I think that is going to be our preferred target next go round with Jack. With lift. And again, we would love if Miranda... Oh, there's another heavy back there. Would love if Miranda was quick enough to warp them for the combo, but it's not strictly necessary per se. Okay, now they're all coming through this side. That's also an engineer. Okay, down to health. Let's lift. Wait for... Oh! Yeah, or don't wait for it. Okay. Pretty sure, yeah, it's just a heavy back here at the moment. You are not dead yet. There we go. Is it overkill? Yes. Oh, we got her. But you still have the tiniest bit of shields. That's no good. Okay, so now we can do this. And this. Alright. That, I think, was the last of them. Grab ammo. Load up. Okay. Anything else in this area? Again, loot can be tough. It can be a little bit hidden at times. Ammo, but we shouldn't really need that. Just pick up some. More enemies spawning in, question mark? Careful. So they don't ambush us, but seem to be clear for the moment. Anything back here?
Divert everyone except my guard from the kit. I'll handle it.
This is not in the direction of the actual objective. But
Him and the kid personally.
I'm not hearing from Mignon. I do wonder if there's...
Damn it, I'm not letting her get Oriana.
Whoa! Yes? There's definitely stuff back here. It didn't seem like this was the direction of the objective. But now that it's curving, now it does. So my intention was to see if there was any side loot or stuff like that. And my guess is there may be some stuff back through where it initially seemed like was the quote-unquote correct direction. But okay, let's see. Normal troopers, and then I think maybe a mech behind them. Let's overload. And then... Oh.
Enemy down.
Okay, this Loki mech is gonna pursue us pretty aggressively. Let's read it. It's down. There's still one enemy here? Yeah.
Come here.
Thank you, Jack. Not gonna be fast enough on the warp. Okay. Before we head over there, I think we should check back in this direction, because, yeah, my initial thought was, oh, this looked like a little secret hidden area that perhaps was going to have some additional loot in it. I thought that this area was going to be the main spot, but no, there's actually an Eclipse Merc we can scan for Metagel capacity, so that is definitely a good pickup in that case. Good thing we nabbed that. Let's also see if there's anything else back in this area, though, because, yeah, I thought this was going to be the go-to area. Explosive container, yes. There's also a secure terminal we can hack. Okay, let's do that. Do the save as well. I am bad at these. Okay, it's this one. Then, ooh, almost got trapped in a pretty nasty corner there. It's this. That one looks really similar, but it is not the same. And it's this. Not bad. Alright, so that's 3,000 credits right there. Let's not blow that up right in front of us. That would probably not end well.
Enemies in front.
Whoa! Where did you guys come from? Excuse me. We were just over there, now you spawned where we once were. Ooh, and there's a heavy. And there's a heavy. That's the heavy. That is, of course, the enemy that I did not initially focus on. course. Okay. So we're in a bit of a nasty spot here where we don't have great cover. I mean, we have like the tiniest bit of cover. Miranda's trying to get cover next to us, but Jack is... I suppose Jack is kind of as well, but yeah, we're not in the great spot here. Okay, thankfully we got rid of the other guy. Just the heavy, who is right next to all of our teammates. Pull you. And then warp you. There we go. It is a little bit strange how it seems like we're only getting the progress toward the tactician achievement every so often, even when we are certainly doing it sometimes when it's not activated. It should be popping up every time we do the pull plus warp combo, but it has not been doing that, so I don't know why that is. But of course, the easy answer would be to say that it's when you aren't actually getting the kill from the warp at the end of the day, but I'm pretty sure we have been doing that with good consistency. Now, this smells a whole lot like a big arena here. Let's get teammates.
Taking cover.
Okay, now they're coming through.
Right.
You can kill a little bit before you make it through. Apparently I shockwaved. It actually did hit them, for what it's worth. That's not really intended, but sure. Okay. So they are quite a ways away. Hey guys, if you want to like actually take cover, that'd be lovely. So there is the heavy. I think is enemy that is kind of on the right side right now. Yep, it definitely is this person over here. Okay, I believe she's dead. So that's good. May just be looking at normal soldiers now. Should be considerably easier. Get you in your little shoulder there. Okay, see, took care of you, it seems like. So next. I mean, obviously, if we moved in a little bit closer, we could actually manually target these guys, and there's just one or two of them left, then is perhaps feasible. Yeah, but there's more coming. There's more coming. Let's pull you out. And then we did just recently use Overload with Miranda, so I don't really think we're going to get the warp in time. Did they almost land on this little beam here? Little conveyor belt? Perhaps. Okay, more than anything, I think we're once again looking for an Overload from Miranda. It does have a little bit of AoE, so we might have hit both of them there. This guy's kind of trying to flank, to a certain extent at least. I don't have a great line of sight. Okay. They are an engineer, so they can make drones. And those drones, if they get close enough, will knock us out of cover. So we'd like to save Miranda's Overload for that, but maybe we can sneak one in here quickly enough before the drone makes it over here. Or we can just... Oh, what? It's the second one? Fortunately, I think our friends took care of it. Yeah, they've got too many engineers here. That they do. Okay. Pull out one engineer. And they did not really care. Let's see, we should be... Oh, not that engineer. We should also be able to pull, though. We've been using Jack primarily for that purpose, but we do have it, too. Fortunately, our friends took that one out as well. And these engineers just do not want to get pulled at all. Some enemies do have resistance to it. I didn't think the engineers did. It's usually the bigger, heavier enemies, like Trogan, for example, or Yammer mechs, what have you. But these engineers seem to be resisting quite effectively. For their incinerates as well. Like that.
Here we go.
Just do it the old-fashioned way. That works too. Wait, are you? Pretty sure you're dead, but one of them was still making one of those drones. How many? It's 3 engineers? 2 of them were human, and one of them, I believe, was a Solarian. I did not see the Solarian initially. So yeah, here come more drones. Overload one of them. Okay, shoot the other. I mean, we'll take it slow and steady here, but... As I said, surprise. That guy's just going absolutely crazy with his weapon. I don't think he's really hitting anything with it, for what it's worth. Okay, this, I think, is the last engineer, dare I say, but it It does seem as though the list of engineers is never ending. Okay, maybe we pull you out. Maybe we pull you out. Yeah, Miranda, I think we responded a while ago. So, like, that was definitely a kill with the warp, or, lift plus, or pull plus warp combo, and yet we didn't get one of the, procs for the achievement, which is odd. That's kind of what I mean. Are we... Yeah, we're out of Matic ammo, so we switched back over to the Carnifex. I mean, we might want to go get Plasma Shotgun, although... no, we can go Carnifex in this range. It isn't good against shields, so that is the downside.
I got it.
Not gonna be great against you, but you are basically dead. Another engineer! Are all these enemies engineers? That's another one that I would have thought would count toward the achievement, but apparently not, so that's, again, just a little odd. But anyways, definitely need the ammo. Load up on that. Back to full. Automatic, I think this is the maximum amount of ammo on it. Okay, once again, just proceed with caution here, because we've seen on a few occasions enemies spawn in when it seemed like we were done. Okay, but at least as of right now, we seem to be safe. Once again, let's just make a point of being thorough with our check, because there's some times when I think...
We can cut down through the cargo.
Okay, we can cut down through there, sure. Give me just a second, see if there's anything over here. Yeah, there are definitely times when it is easy to accidentally miss out on some gear. We can also go around this way for what it's worth. There's a secure terminal we can access, okay. Objective is over in that direction, let's just see. Also, refined Ezo here. Take that. Ammo clip. Sure, actually, we did need it. Okay. Door. Is there anything... Oh, hold on. There's another spot over here that I almost missed. More ammo, we don't need that. There's gotta be something in here, right? Oh, yes! PA to hack. Again, I'm terrible at hacking. Let's see. This one first, conveniently. It is... That one second? I think it is. And then... This. Not bad. Had a few lucky, easy ones. So that's great. Okay, so get some more credits out of that. That's perfect. Let's see, again, on a previous occasion, we started going in sort of the progress direction, then we doubled back for some loot, and then after having done that, some enemies spawned, even in an area where we were previously. We want to be mindful of that and make sure that it doesn't happen to us again here, or if it does, that we're ready for it. This last time we got caught out a little bit. We looted here, right? Got the Ezo. Which looks clear. There is this secure terminal we can access for just free credits. No hacks needed. Okay, we have an explosive crate, mind you. This does look like another place where we're going to have some kind of big fight, because it does look like an open combat arena of sorts. So, is this a place where we want to set up shop? I mean, there is this cover a little bit further ahead.
Eclipse operatives have attempted to delay you by disabling the elevators. I am overriding their lockdown.
Watch out!
Okay, so we've got people coming through this elevator over here, it seems. Medgel over there. Okay. They are all clustered up here, so I think this is a good overload opportunity. Of course, there's an engineer that shows up as soon as we do that. Jack, don't get too aggressive here. Let's see, but if you stay there, suppose you're fine. And are these all going to be engineers, like last time? This guy is. Those guys are not. Let's see if we can just take care of this engineer as quickly as possible. I mean, we might even be able to hit that if we overload the container there, but Jack, take care of you real quick. Kind of hard to see this guy at the moment. We can, I mean, it's super overkill, but sure. Okay, that is a drone that we need to get rid of immediately. But Shepard has decided to never take cover ever again. Give us just a minute here. It was weird. I told Shepard to go into cover, and then he just completely ignored me. Okay, we have a bit of a nasty team here. We've got a Vanguard that's moving in. Those do try to usually go close quarters against us, so I think that may need to be top priority. There's a heavy back there that's also dangerous, but I think is potentially something we can wait for a little bit more. There is someone starting to flank us a little bit on the right side here, though I'm not sure who or what that is. So I think we start with this. Might wait for that to explode first, then read. Okay, let's see. You're still not dead yet. This is a problem. Okay, can we get rid of the Vanguard, please? Warp is good against barriers. That was an explosive container, I believe. So, oh, there's the engineer there as well. Okay, so the Vanguard is almost dead. She is now dead. So that's good. Not sure if that... I think that drone is just going to get stuck there. There is still somebody who is very close to flanking us right now. It's you. Okay. Oh, Miranda just went down. Okay, that's obviously not good. See if we can get by without her, but she is definitely more important than Jack is here, and I think Jack is getting a little overrun by enemies at the moment, which is not a good sign. So we might need to gel. Okay, carry you. It's just that drone that is right on top of her, but seems to be stuck. So maybe we're fine at the moment. The key problem is that we no longer have overloads. So we don't have a way to quickly and efficiently get rid of shields. That is definitely our weakness at the moment. You're dead. But also we just have thematic, which is pretty good. Pretty good. But there is still the heavy. That's a problem. Or is it? Or is it? What?
Be right.
Sounded an awful lot like they were saying Niket is working with them, based on that description. Alright, let's save after that fight. Let's see, and then we'll look around a little bit, see if there's any loot to be had. There's definitely some ammo, and I do think we need that. Okay. And in terms of our objective, it's over in that direction. Perhaps at the elevator, but before we do that, let's see if, yeah, we got power cells. Is there anything else of note here? There is, I think, yeah, medical station there. So, but anything in addition to that, or is that all? So we don't need the power cells, so we just get the credits from that. Let's see, where'd you go? There you are. We don't need you either, so we'll get credits from that too. Feel like we could be missing stuff here. I mean, we've gotten the loot from the back areas we went through in the past, but I am wary of us potentially missing something. But I think we might be good now. Before we head through this elevator here, let's just double check, make sure that we are totally loaded up and ready to go when it comes to our ammo effects. Miranda, do you have an ammo effect on right now? It looks like neither of you do. I don't think either of you have one on. I mean, got sort of like the holographic thing on your artifacts. I can't really tell if that's supposed to be the incendiary ammo or not. Let's go warp ammo just in case. There we go. Okay, yeah, I think it was incendiary in that case. Yeah, I guess it looks a little bit different on our teammates here, where it's just sort of like a side panel rather than the actual ammo sticking out the top right side of it, like with our weapon. So yeah, let's just make a point of flying that across the board. Okay, so we have it on these weapons. So do they. Okay, good. And for Locust, check for us. Got it all set on that. Torn effects. that as well. Okay, great. Sounds good. So, like I said, I think we've looted everything over here. So I think we're good to go.
Maybe the captain knows we're listening in, and she's feeding misinformation about Niket making a switch.
This is the Mass Effect 1 elevator music.
Or maybe it means something else. Niket wouldn't do that. Damn it, why won't this thing go any faster?
Just like Mass Effect 1. Let's see. So, admittedly, Miranda was a little bit distracted by the elevator music, yes, but, you sure about this Niket guy? It seems like every time we learn more about him, we get more and more reasons to doubt him, and yet you insist that he is trustworthy, but I don't know, Miranda. Seems like times may have changed.
What makes you so sure that Niket wouldn't turn on you?
He could have turned on me when I ran away. I'm sure my father tried to buy him off. If he didn't do it then, why would he do it now?
I mean, I don't know, maybe he offered more money this time. Not really sure. But what about the extent, I mean, I'm actually not sure if he is referring to, must be Niket, right? Because, of course, Miranda's father would know about Oriana. I certainly hope so, given how, well, or was she also, I mean, if she's a genetic twin to Miranda, I suppose that means she must have also been created via genetic modification, and that would presumably require some pretty active involvement from Miranda's father?
Did Niket know that you took Oriana from your father?
No, he just found out about that recently. It was too personal to involve someone else. I never really thought about it, but maybe... No, he'd have to understand why I did it. He knows what I went through.
Alright, I mean... maybe you're right? Have my doubts.
Miranda. If you don't think he'd betray you, then I'm sure there's another explanation.
I don't know, damn it. But I guess we'll find out soon enough. And then I'll have a word with this captain and Yala.
Listen to me. I've got authorization to change their booking.
I'm sorry, sir.
Right, this is Niket.
We're under security lockdown. Until the situation in the cargo terminal is resolved, no passengers can be rebooked.
This isn't worth my time to
And that's in Yala,
I
the
get
leader.
paid regardless of how the girl gets there.
No. I was told that I could handle this my way. We're not traumatizing the family any more than we...
Hey guys, don't mind us.
Miri.
This should be fun.
Alright, slow down, everybody. She's like, I want nothing of this. Oh. She went flying.
Niket, you sold me out.
It is very much looking that way, yes.
How do you want to handle this, Miranda?
Why, Niket? You were my friend. You helped me get away from my father.
Yes, because you wanted to leave. That was your choice. But if I'd known that you'd stolen a baby...
I didn't steal her. I rescued her.
From a life of wealth and happiness, you weren't saving her. You were getting back at your father.
Phew, alright, so as we were saying, although Miranda, or as we were hearing, although Miranda and her sister Oriana are genetically identical, they are twins in that way, Miranda is several years, like 10 or so years older? Maybe a little bit more than that? I'm not sure we actually got a straight answer on that or not, despite how many times Shepard tried to ask. But, so what that means is that Miranda, when she tried to escape as a, what, I don't know, teenager? Mid to late teens? Early 20s? She basically kidnapped her sister, who at the time was quite young, and baby I feel like is probably a bit of an exaggeration, but young child perhaps. So basically took her away without having, you know, Oriana in this case would be too young to understand what was really happening. And so in that way, doing it against her will, she didn't know what was happening when she was getting taken away from her father, who, although from Miranda's perspective, was someone who was a terrible person in any of a number of ways, according to her, was a wealthy, the happy part we can't really confirm or deny, but definitely was wealthy from what we've heard. So, a life of relative comfort in that way. Miranda was taking her sister away from that, so it sounds like Niket took some issue with that, again, whether it be because of the prospects that Oriana might have had living a life with her father, or just because it was against Oriana's will. Who knows, but, okay, let's see. So, Niket's betrayal, yes. It does seem as if Niket very much drew the line there, where when Miranda was saying she wanted to leave, Niket was fine with that. But as soon as he found out that she took Oriana, then he said, that won't do.
How did Miranda's father turn you?
They told me you'd kidnapped your baby sister all those years ago. They said I could help get her back peacefully. No trauma to the family. I told them you'd never do that. They could go to hell. And you finally told me what you'd done. I called them back that night.
Why didn't you call me, Niket? We've been through a lot. You could have at least let me explain.
I deserve to know that you'd stolen your sister, Miri. I deserve to know you were with Cerberus. But I had to hear it from your father first.
Yeah, I mean, Miranda, if he was truly the only person that you trusted, then perhaps it was worth giving him a little bit of extra information just to let him know what had happened. But then again, it does certainly seem like Niket took things a step or two too far after that, went totally off the deep end and said, alright, I'm going full speed ahead, siding with Miranda's father here and taking back Oriana. So you would think that he ought to at least run that by Miranda, at least mention that to Miranda first. But apparently not. As for Oriana's new family, I mean, is Niket going to reunite Oriana with her father? I mean, I assume that's the case.
Whether or not you agree with Miranda, Oriana has been with her family for years now.
He has set up a new family,
Her father
though.
can still give her a better life.
You don't know
That's
what
not
my
for you
father
to
wants
decide,
for
though.
her.
I know that I've been poor, Miri. I didn't much care for it.
He wants to take a girl away from the only family she's ever known. Doesn't that tell you what he really is?
Yeah, so that's where, I mean, he just became a humongous hypocrite. So he went against Miranda because Miranda took Oriana against her will. Now he's going to take Oriana against her will to get back at Miranda. Okay, you're just doing exactly what you criticized Miranda for. And your excuse is, I was poor, I didn't like it. So I'm going to take her away from her happy family so that she can be rich, because I think that's what she wants, even though I haven't asked her. Which is absolutely ridiculous, but okay. And again, is reason for Niket being quite a hypocrite here. But how exactly did Inyala, the leader of this Eclipse group, get involved in all this?
I knew Eclipse was willing to get their hands dirty. But kidnapping a kid?
I'm not stealing her. I'm rescuing her. Come on, Niket. Let's finish this bitch off and get out of here.
Take your best shot.
I was just waiting for you to finish getting dressed. Or does Cerberus really let you whore around in that outfit?
I like her. Are we still recruiting?
Ooh, Jack. Alright, and that is why you bring Jack along for this mission. But maybe we can solve all this stuff peacefully.
If you're working for Miranda's father, that means he knows about Oriana. We need to find a new solution.
Miranda's father has no information about Oriana. I knew you had spy programs in your father's system, Miri, so I kept it private. I'm the only one who knows.
Which means that you're the only loose end.
Ooh.
This isn't how I wanted it to end, Niket.
Not so
Miranda,
fast.
wait. You don't want to do this.
This has to end here, Shepard. My father will keep trying to find Oriana.
Maybe Niket can help. Talk to your father. Just say you got here first.
I'll tell him that you hid her. That I don't know where she is.
I never want to see you again, Niket.
Done. Now, if you don't mind,
Oh.
I have a shipment to deliver.
Okay.
You'll die for that, bitch.
Toss her across the arena.
We've been spotted.
Alright, well, here's the thing. We got ourselves in a pretty nasty fight now, and for some reason we are kind of in a different area from all of our squad mates. We have Inyala over here. So she is, as you might imagine, going to be the strongest enemy of this group. She has a barrier, she has armor, she has health. So she has a lot of defenses. She's going to be quite tanky and hard to take down. I imagine, based on how she's an Asari with barriers, that means she's going to have some kind of biotic abilities. So that's her. Then we have an Eclipse Vanguard over on this side. And looks like that's the only enemy in this area at the moment. Otherwise, in this area within Yala. Yeah, there's an Eclipse operative. Whoa, shields, armor, and health as well. So very defensive. That person as well. I think what we want to do here is I think this is going to be, first and foremost, this is going to be a very difficult encounter. I think we may want to fall back a bit over here, and if we can get rid of this Vanguard quickly, then this side it becomes a fair bit safer. Of course, that does require that we deal with you efficiently. So let's do that. Let's see. We got rid of some of your barriers. Take that. Oh, are we on counter effects still? Let's switch. Okay, please take cover, Shepard. Thank you. Okay, so we are already about to get flanked, it seems. We might want to duck back over here, even. Let's see, we've got a combat drone over there coming from the engineers. We've seen many engineers in the past. Okay, that is, we lost all of our barriers a lot more quickly than I would have liked. Also, we can't really shoot you. Please take cover, Shepard. Not really where I wanted you to do that, but okay. Okay, let's see. Is this in Yala? I'm not entirely sure. It's somebody. It's either in Yala or it's one of the Vanguards. Whoever it is, they are approaching quite aggressively. They do have a shotgun, from what I can tell. It is in Yala. Okay. She's also about to try to blast us with something. Let's see, so she, like I said, pretty sure she has a shotgun from what I'm seeing here. Which means if she does get up close, which she basically is at this point, she's gonna cause some pain. Fortunately, she does seem pretty keen to just, like, hang out here. Can't really see her ow for defensive layers, but that just hit us for a ton of damage. So we'll just take a second here to get our shields back, our barriers. Hello, Enyala, you are practically dead. Let's pull you and warp you. I'm pretty sure the warp did not land, but we got rid of you. That should make things, I would hope, considerably easier here. We have this operative, who I imagine may be the source of all these drones. Okay, so now down to armor. That means let's warp you, let's read you. Now you're down to health, so let's pull you, as we saw before, though. These guys do... Oh, yep, that's an incinerate. These guys do seem to be quite resilient to the effects of pull. Okay, there are definitely more enemies out here. Well, you're... That's a trooper. Just get all your shields back? If so, that was extremely quick. Oh, I was really hoping that was going to get the combat drone as well. Alas, it did not. Oh, there's more friends as well coming in. So we are not out of the woods yet, I'm afraid. Grab this ammo while we can. What? This guy? It's the same dude. Still not dead. You look like a basic trooper. Overload you? Yeah, there's more back there. Not really what I was trying to do, but okay. I'm gonna try to do the warp pull combo again, but there is a medkit over there for what that's worth. Can we say pull you around the corner? Like so. That's more like it. It's like, you can't tell me that wasn't a full plus warp combo kill. Yet for some reason it didn't proc the achievement, which is a little bit odd. Okay, so we've got a few more over here. Oh, nope. Overload, that's what I'm looking for. So I think our teammates here are still back at that back corner, but we're mostly at this point just trying to keep them safe. Using them for powers. Might be that the warp technically still needs to be well there on the upward trajectory for it to count. It's like that guy's fallen down, and maybe that's why that didn't work. Might be it. Might be the answer. Just a theory. That one worked when he was still actively floating rather than just in free fall. So I think that might be the closest thing I have to an answer. Get you out of there. might have. I'm not entirely sure. That guy is definitely airborne now. There we go. Let's hit ya. Get rid of your shields. Then once you pop out again, hit ya with a pull from here. I'm not entirely sure. Yes, we definitely can. Oh my goodness. You went flying. And there is still at least one more enemy here, it seems. Hiding back here somewhere. Warp. A bit missed, apparently. Fine. We'll reave him instead. And he'll just fall down this pit. And die. Which, we have done a surprising amount of this.
Near the shuttle. I want to make sure Oriana and her family get on safely.
Okay. So, that appears to, at least for the moment, be the last of the enemies here. Let's take a second, though, to see what loot we might be able to get. So, we certainly had some success hiding back here a bit. I think there's also, back by the elevator, you can kind of go in there a bit. Let's see. Any loots, though? Any loots? Ammo. Don't need it. Explosive containers. Check this back corner over here. Climb up this. And, for what that's worth, get in the truck! Yeah! There's no stopping us now. Okay, well, there is this trinket we can examine. Let's not go through that elevator just yet. If we get this locket has a picture of an Asari and a human man. It doesn't look expensive, but it likely holds sentimental value. Okay. Okay. Then I think, yeah, let's see. We've got a secure terminal here we can access for some additional points, or credits. You know what I mean. Okay. That may have been the last of all that, then. Save just in case. And then I believe we are ready to go here.
I can't believe Niket sold me out. I didn't even see it coming.
I mean, we kind of saw it coming, but you couldn't have, apparently.
Even with all your upgrades, you're human, just like the rest of us.
But I let it get personal and I screwed up. Why didn't you let me kill him? I could have handled that. But watching him get gunned down by that Asari bitch.
I think you would have regretted it. I just don't think that's the way to resolve your issues like that.
You still cared for him, even if he betrayed you.
You're right. And my father knew it. He used that against me. It's always been like this. My father gave me anything I ever wanted. But there was always a hook, an angle for his long-term plan. I threw away everything he ever gave me when I ran. Except Niket. Weakness on my part?
I mean, it does seem like you might have had some kind of relationship with Niket. May have been more than just friends in some ways, but... I mean, I don't know. It does seem like it's not really a healthy approach to all that.
You can't toss aside everything you care about just to be safe.
It's okay, Shepard. My father hurt me, but he didn't break me. As much as he tried to turn me into exactly what he wanted, I'm my own person.
Okay, I mean, and then this is perhaps a little more on the critical side of things, but I mean, with that in mind, is Niket truly the only loose end you have remaining from your old life before you ran away from your father?
Any other old friends your father might use against you?
No, I cut ties with everyone else. Anyone I'm close to now works for Cerberus. Or you. My father's powerful, but he won't cross the elusive man.
Alright, well, I mean, it sounds like we were able to stop these people from kidnapping your sister, so at least there's that.
You still have Oriana.
My father didn't give her to me. I rescued her, but yes, you're right. I still have something. Thank you. No sign of Eclipse. It looks like we're clear. There she is. She's safe. With her family. Come on, we should go.
You sure you don't want to talk to her?
Don't you even want to say hello?
It's not about what I want, it's about what's right for her. The less she knows about me, the better. She's got a family. A life. I'll just complicate that for her.
I mean, I think you should probably speak to her.
She doesn't need any details. But would it really be so bad for her to know she has a sister who loves her?
I guess not.
Go on. We'll wait here.
Oh, we don't see or hear any of it, but I'm pretty sure that was a tear. And there you have it. Mission complete. 750 experience. We'll level up, gain a squad point in the process. Miranda's sister and her family successfully placed on location redacted. Mother's new job pays well enough to ensure comfort and ease. We'll keep Oriana under observation for her safety only. Miranda Lawson is too valuable to Cerberus, and Oriana's well-being is easiest means of procuring loyalty. Miranda's new loyalty ability unlocked, Slam, a biotic body slam that inflicts massive damage. Okay, I mean, she already has some fantastic abilities. This is, one that, I mean, we may not focus too much on because we already are very big fans of her warp and her overload abilities, and her passives are also great. So, I mean, as is the case with Miranda, everything that she has is quite good. Then we get a new outfit for her, and we get the submachine gun damage upgrade, which is a squad bonus of 50% SMG damage. That's pretty awesome. Upgrades to submachine guns for the entire squad. We also upgraded our maximum medgel capacity, so that's also very good. All modern combat armor incorporates a first aid interface. Microprocessors in this interface monitor vital functions and release small localized doses of medgel to accelerate the healing process. Manually timed heavy doses of medgel can be released in response to major trauma. However, the efficiency of this is dependent on the proprietary medical software that cannot be copied and is prohibitively expensive. Cerberus has developed its own software and is actively working to improve its efficiency. And we gain credits, and it looks like we got all of them, so that's good. As I was saying, I was a little bit concerned that we might have missed something there, because there can be some things that are hiding in corners and what have you, but I think we got everything, so that's a good sign.